Hi, this is Trisha Hodges. I am going to share about the Apologia planners. My children and I will give you a tour of the inside and give you some ideas for how you might use these best in your homeschool. They're wonderful tools to use, and you can use them and adapt them in the best way for you. There are suggestions for an annual homeschool planning retreat, a monthly planning session, and then weekly sessions. Each of these planners work together, the homeschool mom planner, the teen planner, and the student planner. And all of these work towards building independence for your students. And that is a wonderful habit. So let's get started on our tour.
Okay, so let's take a look at the inside of the Ultimate Homeschool Planner and see how it might work for you. We open it up and there are all these wonderful calendars, and there's also an informational introduction from the authors, table of contents with the teaching tips and an easy spot for you to find what you need, as well as how you might use this homeschool planning system. There are tutorials here in the front for your yearly planning retreat with how-tos. I've found these very useful. Monthly planning sessions, weekly planning breaks, and how you might use this along with the student planner and the Ultimate Planner for Teens. And it has really good visuals for how to use these together because that's how they are designed. And also with each week there are they suggest that you have Monday morning tutorials and Friday afternoon reviews. So all of these different steps work together, and I'm going to show you how I plan to have those work in my homeschool. Now you'll see here that this is a one-year planning grid, and I have gone ahead and filled out the holidays, and I'm going to put birthdays in here. And actually my yearly planning session is coming up this Saturday when our church is going to be having a church-wide event at the local water park. So Dad is going to take the children and I'm going to have some time here to do some planning. So that's when I'm going to fill in even more of this. But as you can see, there are months across the top here, and you can put in the dates, and then there are spaces for you to fill in all the knowns like co-op or extracurricular activities or family vacation or different things that you already know are going to take up time from your homeschool this year. So there's that. And then this is so useful. When I have my annual planning session, I always allow the Lord just to prompt me about what our goals need to be for each of our children. And on Saturday morning, that's when I'm going to sit down and do that. And I'll fill in these here. And this helps me to visualize what we need to concentrate on this homeschool year. And then, along with that, when those goals are listed, then I can go and list a resource that might need to be purchased or whatever we might need to make those goals happen. Over here on this page is something that I think is really neat. This is your prayer list for the coming school year, pretty much. What are your family priorities? And we want to make family nights a priority, date nights for me and my husband, and meals for grandma and grandpa. And I'm sure I will add to this on Saturday morning as well. So this helps you, maybe you would like to sit down with your husband as well, make these priorities for your homeschool year. And then, as I mentioned, this is the resource list. You can put your curriculum here and see where you might need to fill in some holes. And there are plenty of pages for multiple children. And then we get to the monthly planning pages. And this is when you will sit down once a month and look at your family calendar, look at your commitments, look at your appointments coming up, birthdays, shopping days, for groceries, that sort of thing, and you will block out that time. I also love that there is extra space over here for prompts and just some space for notes, because there's always more to just these small spots, wouldn't you say? So then there are all of these, and once you get past the monthly planning pages, then we're going to go over here to the weekly planner. Now, in our homeschool, we sit down once a week, sometimes on a Sunday afternoon when Dad is here, sometimes on a Monday morning, and we plan out the week together with all the children so that we can see where we are and we know what's coming up this week. Now, what I really love about the Apologia Planner is that they have all of these listed. The Bible plan, your battle plan, prayers, and hospitality and outreach. That makes it a priority for you to plan for this, and have these resources, this grounding for your upcoming week. And then after this week, or even at the beginning, you can list all the evidences of God's grace and the things that are finished, and maybe something really funny that has happened. This can become a wonderful scrapbook and evidence of the Lord's hand in your homeschool. So then we get to the next page of the weekly planner, and there are several ways that you can fill this out. Remember that you can make this your very own. Make it work the best for your homeschool. This is an example of how we might do it. I would list all of the different things that we would do together. And then there's a spot for each of my children. I have 2 that have already graduated, so I have room here for these 3 plus what I need to make a priority this week. And then you can make little check boxes. You can fill in a grid, whatever you would like to do. And you can see that it goes all the way across over here, and you have room for notes and supplies, appointments. I also love that there are quotes and there's scripture throughout. And then we have another example of how you might be able to fill out a week. You might want to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then have each of your children listed across the top. That might be the best way for you to do it. What you need to do is just take a look at how this would work best for your homeschool. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. And you can also, when you have your planner, you can have these wonderful tutorials and visuals at the beginning, which were very, very helpful for me in trying to determine how best to use the planner. So once again, they suggest that you have your yearly planning retreat and then a monthly planning session that's shorter, and then weekly planning breaks. And this goes hand in hand with the children's planner, for the student planner that is for your students, and then also the teen planner for your high schoolers. Now, the goal of all of this planning, all of it, is not only to record God's graces and how He has provided for your homeschool, but also to grow independence for your children. Because this is a wonderful life skill that you are giving them, and learning how to plan, how to have chunks of time so that they can be productive, and so that they can see that there is time for this certain activity, or there is time to complete a task, or there's time to go and take a meal to grandma and grandpa. And we have found that these are just going to be a great addition to our homeschool. Once again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and we look forward to talking to you more about it.
I'm a senior, and I can't wait to start using the Ultimate Weekly Planner for teens to keep me organized and on schedule this year. Hi, I'm in 8th grade this semester, and I've used planners several years before, but I think this one's the best I've ever had.
Hi, I'm Charlie, and I'm in 6th grade, and this is my first ever planner. This is the inside. And my favorite part in the back here, let's see if I can find it, is the stickers.